Hey, this is Ender. I'm back with another one lap. This time we're on Urban Assault. It was one of the championship maps. Turned into a regular rotation map. It was one of the first to use vehicles as track obstacles. So we'll get started here and show you around. This is our starting area. It's actually the spaceport. This whole map is built on existing map. I'm not sure which one. But the walls have been reinforced taller to prevent people from jumping over them. And let's get going here. One of the main things I wanted to keep on this was the city downtown. Get rid of these fuel tanks here. Always fun to let someone walk into that. Some of the base defenses are still in place. And this here is our first checkpoint. Labeled with the lights and the alarm tower. There are multiple paths through here. I mean, there's one basic course laid out. There's a tank and some turrets. The tanks are all scripted and actually move and fire and do all sorts of interesting things in the real version, but since I've disabled everything, they're not going to move, they're just going to sit here.
Heat level critical. Shutdown imminent.
Yeah, heat scale's pretty high too, apparently.
Warning.
Don't remember that.
Recommended level.
Anyway, big wall of tanks there, demolisher. Slow down a little, let my heat come. You can go around behind any of these buildings. There's all different ways through here. Holster up there. Mainly if you stick to the main road and when you see a wall turn, that's going to be your best bet. You'll find your own way through eventually. And if you hear the map going nuts, it's because all the
radar off. Passive
there.
Sensors engaged.
All the tanks just showed up on radar, so it was flipping through them all. Couple down there. Most of the tanks die in one shot. They're not that big of a threat as far as that goes. There's just lots of them. There's a whole wall of condors. Autocannons in the back for a little bit of reinforcement. Another wall. Bulldogs this time. Laser turrets up on the roof. And of course, most of these are mine, so I'm probably not going to make it in one mech. Now you can go around behind that building. I'm just going to cut through here. These pulse beacons, if you see shooting up, they designate your checkpoints. So you know where you're going. You kind of have an idea what to head for. And that's our next checkpoint. Now there's multiple paths here as well. You can go here. There's a small alley back behind these buildings.
Warning. Damage critical. Weapon destroyed. Weapon destroyed.
And of course you got a autocannon down there at the end to shoot at you. Got a long straightaway here. Couple turrets down there. And I'm probably going to blow up the next mine I touch. Laser turret there. Again, multiple paths through these buildings. See the pulse going up for our next checkpoint. Try to jump over that because I know it's mine. And again, any of these roads and side streets gives you lots of cover because you can weave between these buildings. And that's it. So I'll catch back to there and be right back. Alright, and there's my dead mech, so we'll get started again here. Couple SRMs. Like I said, most of the tanks go down with little to no firepower. It's just there's so many of them.
Warning. Approaching critical heat level.
And I still find mines. Now back in this corner, there's a repair bay. Kind of hidden. Not that many people knew this was back here. been there since the original release of the map. So if you're seeing this for the first time, then you didn't know it was here either. And that'll put us on our next straightaway. And there's our checkpoint right there. Be our third checkpoint. There's the wall of vehicles. There's actually the poster for the map right there. Long straightaway here. You have this main dual road that you can run down. There's plenty of side streets, mostly off to the left. Most of the ones to the right, I think, are blocked. There's a couple you can get around. But yes, huge long straightaway. There, now we can finally see the end of it. Another wall of tanks. And the track actually turns here somewhere. You're going to see a hole. We're going to jump over them. Oh, we're not going to make the turn, though. Ugh. Here's our next area. Kind of some flatter buildings. Handful of tanks spread throughout. There's tons of different ways through here, too. I'm just kind of going the quickest. Like I said, it's one of them things you try for yourself, find out what route works best for you, because there are plenty of different routes on this map. 2 for 1. Nice. Alright, we come down here. Whoa, we're getting towards the end. Here's our next checkpoint. These lights on the road designate it. There's also the pulses that shoot up. And we got a big wide section here with a median splitting the roads. They're SRMs, LRMs, demolishers. Take a right here, back to the starport, spaceport, whatever you want to call it.
Warning. Exceeding recommended level.
There's your spaceport. Oh, if I survive. Jeez. And again, which side is it on? I think it's this way. Yep, behind this military storage building, we have another repair bay. And you can't crouch when you want to repair. But anyway, yeah, these two repair bases, one on each, about half of the track. They help a lot during a regular race, and there's another one there, and I believe these ones are destroyable. Not that I could do it with the weapons I have, but yeah, if I recall, these are destroyable. I'm not positive. It's been a long time. Anyway, you come back through the spaceport here. Big wide open area. You got plenty of room to maneuver. Thing you want to look for are these beacons, which are in this top right corner, and they're going to lead you out onto your next lap. That's your first checkpoint. Off to the left here is where you're going to respawn if you die. So that right there makes 1 lap on Urban Assault. I'll see you at the next track.